Hello, sir. Very good. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm
I want to test the
fine.
audio.
Okay, you can hear me clearly.
I want to do the final test.
Okay, they took the lights.
Let
I
me.
don't know why NEPA does this to me. But I think you can still see me. I've gotten all the lights I can get.
I think it's fine.
Okay, great. Okay. Hope you've been fine. Okay, they took the lights. I don't know why NEPA does this to me. But I think you can still see me. I've gotten all the lights I can get. Okay, great. So can you can hear me clearly?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, great. Okay.
Hello, everyone, and hi, Esinet. Hello, can you hear?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes,
How are
very
you?
clearly.
I'm pleased to see you.
Fine. Yes, good to be back on testimonials.
after the lockdown challenge, everyone scattered. Although we've been chatting, we never had time to come together to do
Yeah.
something together again. And happy to see you. And so, hello viewers, and we kept you waiting. Normally because this is not the usual physical studio. Sometimes we have to stay in the background and troubleshoot a lot of things to make sure that everything will come on successfully. And so far, I've checked, and I do believe that the sound is fine. And hoping that we're going to have a very nice time today. So today we started the first edition of the first season of the youth sports show, and we're combining it with the mobile power challenge so that at least in the mobile power challenge live broadcast we can always have something new, something extraordinary where you guys can learn from, and every other person that wants to connect with us can also connect and learn a lot from the transformation challenge and all the programs that we are bringing out to help young people out there to succeed. So today in the house, I have Esinet with me. Esinet Okunrotifa, who is a validation coach, and Esinet will be here. And I'll give Esinet time to introduce herself, to tell us more about what she's doing. And then we have a little chat. I'll have a chat with Esinet about a validation crisis, and then she will, tell us more. I know she used a lot of time. She spent a whole month to teach validation crisis in the lockdown challenge, but we still have this time again to learn something new, or maybe to remind us again about validation crisis, how it's affecting young people out there and how it's affecting everyone. In fact, Esnet, I want to tell you that during the lockdown challenge, I was always coming back to listen to your videos because validation is not children's problem alone. It's not just for the
Yeah.
younger youth only. The validation is for everyone. It affects all ages. And just like my friend Jide was telling me, told me as well. Jide said he likes watching your validation crisis videos. So you were not just speaking to the young people out there. We as organizers as well, we're also following your event. So we are following your training. And so what we wanted to think when we thought about the first event or the first speaker to come on the show, on the youth sports show, and we thought it should be maybe Esnet because I think you were more popular than all of us.
Ah.
Yeah, you were, because when we were reading the reviews that they sent to us, and we actually asked them which session they liked best. So most of them said they added validation crisis to the list of the lectures that they enjoyed best. So I think you did a great job. And in
Thank
addition
you.
to SNET, and we also have other ones that we're coming up. We have the success stories. And reinventing the success stories. I used to produce success stories for a couple of months, which we posted so we can make it, rebrand it and make it nicer and look at it. It's only a fool that does a thing without looking at it again. So
Sure.
we are not fools. So we do things. We check the output, we check the outcome, we check the audience, we listen to people, what people are saying. So we try to, either stop and start again. And that's what we did. So we post the success stories, but we're going to resume the success stories again in this youth sports show. And to just create a few minutes to say something about, say, maybe a success story that we gathered. And today, my team has given me a very interesting story they want me to talk about, and I will tell you the title of that story. And then as well, as part of the show today, we'll talk about the Mobile Power Challenge. And the Mobile Power Challenge will be looking at a lot of things and people do and how much that they grade, how great designs that they produce every day at the Mobile Power Challenge. So we'll look at some of those designs and then we'll give our prizes to the best participants in the Mobile Power Challenge. All this we'll do it in the space of 1 hour or thereabout, but I'm looking at finishing in 1 hour because this show is supposed to last 1 hour. Although if you saw 12 minutes, we started late, a bit late, today about 5 minutes late because of technical issues. And so there we go, and we start. I've told you before, when I want to start my program, I start with prayer. So if you like my program, I don't like the prayer bit, so just skip the prayer bits, and then we can continue later. However, I encourage you to join me as we pray, because generally I don't know how to start without prayers. Maybe you tell me another way to do it, but however, I'm going to start with prayers. Just bear with me. Thank you very much. Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the show we're about to start today. I pray that your spirit will be with us and you give everyone the grace to learn and give us a sound connection. And you change lives through this program that we're organizing and change young people out there. Someone out there will come to have a change of life in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. And it's
Amen.
just that simple, and everyone can enjoy it. And so, to save time, I don't know. I didn't ask Esinet to stay to be a part of the prize giving of the mobile power challenge. I don't know how busy our calendar is. Maybe if you're not very busy, we can bring your work first. I wanted to bring your work, your talk, the talk down. I wanted you to come
Yeah.
last. But yeah, but I was
Yeah,
just
sure.
feeling that maybe I just remembered now that we have other things to do. We didn't put that to the plan, but I just remembered now. So
Okay. Well, I set out this hour to be here, so let's do this.
okay, let's thank you very much. Thank you,
Yeah.
Esnet, for coming here today. So over the since on the 6th of July, we have been talking about the Mobile Power Challenge, and a lot of people have been working, doing a lot of things out there, crazy designs that are going on in the Mobile Power Challenge. So I'll be showing you some of the designs in the Mobile Power Challenge, and maybe we'll look at it, and in the end, we'll give the prizes last so that people can still stay and watch what we're doing. And I'll go to Mobile Power Challenge page now and see I'm on the page trying to log in. After that, I will get you to see what's happening live on the page. Oh yeah, I'm here now on the page. Okay, I think we've seen new designs now. So let me start sharing the page now to everyone out there to see what is happening in the Mobile Power Challenge. Share the page. Yes. So, Esme, can you see the screen with us now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so everyone out there, this is Mobile Power Challenge page, and we see fine design. So, Esme, what can you say about this design? Someone just posted this 1 hour ago. That's it.
Um, yeah, I love this because it looks so professional.
Yeah,
Where sometimes this is actually something that you probably see on a modeling contest. Sorry, on a magazine cover. This could easily pass for a magazine cover. I don't know. Am I allowed to um just comment on what I think
yeah, just
or
what you.
some tips that I could?
Yeah, you can just comment on anything because you have a lot of view today. So a
Okay. All right.
lot.
Okay. So I like this. I like the concept and the colors as well that we're putting in. And then also what I'm usually always concerned about is the a lot of people when they're trying to do this, the font that you use. So you
Okay.
have a royal kind of picture that's there. And then I love the effic. The design that you used for that is really just blending in, is blending in. What I would say very quickly is that the 9th of July, that's nice. It's also nice, but if you can use something that's a little more bold,
Yeah.
it would also come up because that they're talking about the FE contest, but we also want to know more about the date and let that pop out a bit more. But overall, it's a really
Yeah,
nice design.
I like that. That's nice. And got a lot of lectures there. Who did this again? 4 hours ago over interesting. Welcome to church.
Oh, wow. People are really going out there.
Design. What's this? Women in tech. I
Yay.
found out something that it's like the ladies design more than guys. So do you think ladies actually design more than guys? Because I checked the whole designs I've seen. I found that
Mm,
girls seem to know the color combination, the font size, the objects to choose. They seem to be on point. But
yeah.
guys
I
seem
mean,
to be like,
yeah.
okay,
Women have, I think, a lot of us, I think, from the time when we grow up, we're used to just being around a lot of colors. So they'll get you to pick this color and this. So you hear things like onion. When you go for weddings, you see, Facebook blue or WhatsApp green or onion purple or something. So we're very familiar with colors. So I think it would come easily for us to also just merge these. This is another one. Is this Vicky's tutorials?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vicky's
this is
tutorial there, and from Egbe. I like
okay.
this in myself, but I think well, I don't know about other people, but they're not very comfortable with that background. I always like something to be on a plain background, but I don't know. Some people may like that, so I'm not quite sure.
Well, I think since she's talking about, she's looking at it in context of trying to sell that she has children there. And
Yeah,
it's very important that if you're, when you're picking out pictures, you're picking out pictures that, no one can come and sue you for using their work without giving them. That's the disadvantage of using people's pictures. But if you're going to use a picture to send out a message, then I think she kind of got it here. It would be nice if the words at the bottom were a bit more bold. I'm always about that. What do you want people to see? What's the first thing that pops up when people see your flyer?
yeah. As
So
well, you see here. Thank you for that. You see, I'm also usually concerned that sometimes pictures, if flyers are designed for events in Africa, but you see white
yeah.
people's pictures in the event.
Mhm.
So for me, I think it's just something that looks like a distraction to me, because let's say your business is mainly, it's not an international business, it's solely based in Africa, but
Mhm.
the pictures in the background are pictures of white people. So
Yeah.
I always see that as a
Well, if you
distraction.
are going to do pictures, then let it be something that if it means you book a photo shoot for it, or you have more African oriented content that's going out there. So let's see more of, black,
Yeah,
black, black children, or
that's it.
let's
I
promote
think it's
let's
based on
promote
that.
our culture.
So do you see this? A life not shared is a life not lived.
Oh, this is nice.
A life not
I like.
shared is a life not lived. I don't know what the concept this person had in mind, but I think it looks beautiful. It
I
looks like
think
street
this.
art. Yeah,
Yeah, this person should definitely work on starting a t-shirt company, and making these into t-shirts. No, really.
but I
This
don't know
is
if it's
really,
design based or you actually copied it from somewhere, but I'm not quite sure because it
oh,
looks complex.
okay, no, that would be bad.
Maybe he designed it. The over app is boom. Happy on the farm. Well, it may be designed, but I'm not sure because some of the designs are so nice that I sometimes tempted to believe that I did design it. I'm sorry.
But if
Because it's
if
not
if he did,
the
yeah, okay.
This is quite simple,
Easy
but
tech.
the color combination is off. It's not really there.
Yeah.
This
I
food has copyright issues, and
yes, yes.
lots of other ones. This one looks nice, but I think it's a lot of work. And this again, dance crew something.
Bring it on. Okay, well, this is I think that was a good one, the dance group one,
Yeah, it's
because
nice.
like
This
I
is
said, the first thing the first thing I want to see when I'm looking at a poster is what message are you trying to pass across?
yeah,
And bring it on. Already I see the pictures of radios around there.
yeah.
Honest High Dance Crew is looking for a new dancer at Mobile Power. Okay, yeah, and the colors go well. Like this is
The
one of
colors go
the
well. I
best.
think it looks very simple and nice. I like it.
Yeah,
I, yeah,
I
see
think.
the But wait, even a tutor was concerned. Like he almost doubted that this girl produced this, and she said she did it by herself.
Wow.
It looks
Oh,
really
this
nice.
is nice.
Yeah,
This
and
could actually sell for.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's it. And a lot of other ones, and women in tech. And as what we did that, there was an assignment I gave to them. I asked them, okay, someone did this, exchange of backgrounds, few basic ones. And
Oh, that's
I gave them
good.
an assignment. I asked them to change the image. Our Facebook is asleep. Yeah, this is it. This is
Oh,
one of the assignments I gave to them. And I gave them the initial one. This was the
Okay.
original picture. Not like they've changed the background now, but this was the original face. So I gave an assignment to add smile to this face, to make this face smile. And this is what we got.
Interesting. Interesting. That's really good. I didn't I when I saw this, I actually thought maybe you told them about the background, but now that you're telling me you told them to put a smile, I think
Yeah,
she did well on this one.
change the background and put a smile. But
Help
this
me
was not the
see.
original work. The original work was done by Rachel Timothy. And I think these other guys copied the image of Rachel Timothy. No other persons. So I wanted Rachel Timothy to be live here with us. But for some reasons, I think Rachel Timothy is not here. Let me check if she said she would not be able to come to the meeting. And okay, I think she will not be able in the end. She will not be able to be here. So I wanted Rachel Timothy to tell us how she added smile to this face because everyone said it's impossible, but she did it.
I mean, if they were taught and there's an app for it, I mean,
I
it's
think they were not taught how to add smile to the face. Rachel told me
but
that I asked her. She said she has a little knowledge of design, but not with mobile design. And she had, but before she started the course, she learned design somewhere else. So I wanted to know how she got this.
okay.
And people were just asking, how did you do it? Because I've always believed that you can't add smile to someone's face after the photo was taken.
Never say never.
All right. So now it's
I
possible.
think
However,
Rachel is saying,
okay, she says
yeah.
she's here now. Rachel, I hope you can click the link and join the Zoom meeting. Click the link and join the meeting. Join us. So that's Facebook for you. And so that's it. So, but however, we have other things I would like to show to you. There were other designs
Okay.
that were created by someone else. Let's see again, mobile power challenge. I think that will be the last one we'll see today. Prizes for week 2, and this is something. This was from Charity Bassi. She created this, and then she created this for her clients. And someone paid her to do this job, and she did it. Nice. And I think this job had a lot of reviews, and a lot of people commented on this one. What do you think?
I can't see. I think the screen is a bit stuck.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck. Okay.
Is it still your screen is still loading?
Yes, it still is. It still is. I'm trying to look from the I'm using my laptop on the side to
Okay.
try and catch up with what you're showing me.
Okay.
Okay, so I just finished TB. Okay, so you said which one is that? After is it after the case fashion?
Not that one. I'm showing you a different one now from Charity. This is a different one from Charity, Bassi. Can you see the one from Charity, Bassi now?
No, I can't
Your
yet.
internet is not displaying it.
Okay, yes, the case fashion outfit by Charity.
Yeah, that's it
Oh,
again. Favorite exotic culture.
wow.
So are you watching from
That's
Facebook?
yes, I have
Oh,
my
okay.
laptop here.
Okay. There's that slow, there's that the lag in the transmission as well. So sometimes
Yes,
we have to
yes,
see it here first for some seconds before Facebook will relay it. So I think that's what's
relays it.
happening now. So
Yeah,
far,
but I can
okay, go on. Yeah, can hear you.
I like the design. I think she's really made progress. I mean, this is stuff they're learning from their phones.
Yeah, they do this all from
This
their phones.
this is amazing. This is good. And then I hope like a lot of tech people that do tech, graphics with their phones. I think this is a bit scary for them because it's like, oh, we spend hours doing this on our laptops, and now here we can do this on our phone.
Yeah.
It's
So that's a
interesting.
lot
This
to
is really good.
Yeah, that's she's done lots of really nice design. So so far so good. So we'll leave the prizes to the end, and then we just move on quickly to our next event for today. Today, the next event, the next activity for this live broadcast will be to share with you a story of someone. So I asked my team to get me a story of someone that inspires them so much, and they gave me the story of someone that you know already. If you know Apple phone, you will know that there was a man that was behind it. I mean, still behind it. I don't know, he's dead now, but he left legacy for others. And so, and they tagged it the true success, true life success story of Steve Jobs. True life success story of Steve Jobs. So this is a story I got today from the testimonials team, and they wish I should share this with you. And it says Steve Jobs was born in 1955 and raised by adopted parents in Cupertino, California. He had a passion from his youth, but he didn't listen to his passion at the time. He dropped out of school. And then as well in Portland, Oregon, he took a job at Atari Corporation um, as a video game designer. I think I have to put it where I will be able to get it clearer than I'm having it now. Just give me a second, I'll fix this up. The new things, when you start something new, is always like that. And sometimes you have to struggle to fix some things. Just 1 minute and we'll be there now. Open for me, it's gonna open now. And that is it. Okay, that's fine. We can't succeed. We didn't succeed in that. So at the time his life, it was to save money from his job in order for him to travel to pilgrimage in India. At the point he wanted to become a Buddhist. He didn't actually know what he wanted to do with his life. Maybe like some of us, some young people out there. And he traveled. He traveled truly and came back to Silicon Valley in autumn in 1974. When I heard this story, I heard it from him when he said he wanted to become a Buddhist. I think it was just because of the project he had with one tech boy that made him not to become a Buddhist. He only returned to continue that project. He would have returned, he would have stayed there. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Wozniak, they told Jobs of his progress in designing his own computer logic board, and that did Jobs all the job do. And what did Jobs do? He simply asked his friend, and if he could be part of the vision. And then at the end, he said they started working together and presented their first design to Hewlett Packard in 1976, and which in turn, without giving him a second look, thought the design was named Apple One. This Apple One was built in Jobs' family and a garage. The money gotten from selling Jobs' Volkswagen minibus and Wozniak's programmable calculator, they had to pay the price. So we see all these stories, a very long story that they've sent to me here, which I wouldn't want to bother you with all the stories. I have the story in my head, but I just wanted to do a little reading. Maybe I can put in a little detail. The simple thing is that story about Steve Jobs is that he rose from nothing to something. He rose from nowhere to relevance. This boy was adopted. This boy dropped out of school. This boy did not know what to do with his life, but the only thing he had was that he had love for tech. I remember listening to him that day. He said he talked about typefaces that he learned in this outside school. So he learned that in the street school, not in the college, which he was asked to attend because he dropped out of college. And as well, he moved from things to other problem issues. He was even fired from the very company that he started. And one thing I love about Steve Jobs was that he never gave up. He did not give up in any way. He followed all the situation. In fact, even when he was fired from his corporation, he started a different one, a toy company somewhere else. And then he still moved on with his life. At the point he was brought back to the company which he started, he returned back the spirit of Steve Jobs. And as well, he actually made great progress and he succeeded. He did a great job and he founded Apple. He restored Apple when he came back. And in the end, Steve Jobs became the talk of the whole world. Everywhere you go today, you see Apple phone. So whenever you see that Apple with one bite, you remember one man who lived his dream. So for you today, I don't know what excuse you will have. Steve Jobs said he used to travel miles away to have just a meal from the Buddhist temple. He suffered so much. I heard his story. I was like, this man went through hell to reach where he was today. So you don't have an excuse to be unsuccessful. I don't have any excuse. So if Steve Jobs could do it, you can do it. I can do it. You can move from just being a child, an adopted child, to becoming such a big name in the whole world that you can't talk about Apple, you can't talk about technology without mentioning Steve Jobs. Like I think 2 years ago, Apple was the biggest company in the world. And I don't know whether I've not checked the current statistics, but I think Apple is still among the top companies in the world. I followed with all these other one, Amazons that are coming up now. And so this is a great and amazing success story. So I'm encouraging you, young persons out there. I want you to believe that you too can do it. If Steve Jobs could do it, you too can do it. Start thinking global. The only thing Steve Jobs said he did was that he loved what he did. You want to do a great job, just love what you do. And certainly you will get there. And so late Steve Jobs now is late. And I'm so much grateful that I lived this dream, because you can see Apples in Apple computers in every house. And the brand he has created, I don't know who will take that away. People like to show that apple with one bite.
The household name.
Yeah, it's a household name. And now if you don't have Apple, it's like you're lost. You're not in this world today.
Exactly. Especially in this part of Nigeria. There are things that if you have it, you've arrived. So if you have an iPhone, you're a big girl.
so that's what, so some of us out there who are buying big phones, big Apple phones, and the rest of them to enjoy, like young kids, like children, young ladies, young guys who don't have a big house, they don't have any good thing, they just own one big phone. Someone did that. Someone made that phone attractive to you, so you too can do it. So thank you so much for listening to
Into
this
validation crisis now.
a big validation crisis. We're validating ourselves with the phone. And so, thank you, Esinet. So that's a success story for today. I do hope that you're going to learn from Steve Jobs and then become a great person in the society. And God will help you in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. And so we have Rachel Timothy. Rachel Timothy, how are you today?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening. You were not part of the lockdown challenge, so I think you did not meet Esinet.
Thank you very much. I didn't get you.
Okay, you didn't meet Esinet. Esinet was one of our tutors, one of our lecturers during the lockdown challenge. And so she's here for validation crisis. And there you are.
Oh, I love her smile.
So,
sorry, I don't have line.
Yeah, we really understand the situation. So we don't worry, who knows? You're looking up to you as one of the women in tech to give us electricity back home in Africa. What do you think?
Yes.
Thank
who knows? The Redeemer can come from anywhere. Steve was just like you, wondering, not knowing what to do with his life. And today we talk about it. It could be you that will bring the solution that we are looking for. What do you think?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Sorry, I'm hearing very well.
Okay.
Can you increase my mic?
All right, so Rachel, we invited you to tell us in maybe a few minutes. We give you like about 2 minutes to tell us about your design. So how did you add smile to the face of that young lady?
It's also thank you very much. Really privilege and an opportunity. When you told me about the time, I had to just shut down all my trainings and just have to join. When I saw it, it was not really a challenge because
oh, the better signal is poor.
I've been a little. So what I just did. What? Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, we're struggling to hear you. Can you start again, please?
Okay, I said when I saw the challenge, I I wasn't that worried because I've been a little bit exposed to few things on internet. So I asked, I called Google my best friend. So I asked Google, and Google gave me what I wanted.
Interesting. I know you have something to hide from us, so we don't know. That's it.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, you can hear you clearly.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I said when I saw the challenge, I wasn't worried. What I do is that whenever I see something like that, I just ask Google, and Google took me to where I could get the app. So I downloaded the app and I added my face, smiley face. And that was how I came through.
That is interesting. Because I didn't believe that anyone could add a smile to a picture that was taken. And I saw that for the first time, I have to confess. But I must say thank you for such an amazing job. So it's actually ladies in tech at the Mobile Power Challenge. You ladies are, should I say terrific? Should I say wonderful? Should I say I don't know what words to
You know,
use.
we are the curious beings on earth now.
Oh,
You ladies have
that's a
taken
good
away the
response.
key of design. The guys are just following you, ladies.
Yeah, the curious ones on earth.
All right, thank you very much. Someone said I had a chat with someone yesterday. I said these ladies are really doing amazing job. But anyway, because they're very curious, some times ago in the Bible recorded that Adam was there, beautifying the garden, and Adam didn't talk to the devil, and the lady just came into the garden, and the lady started saying, "Hello, hello, Mr. Satan, have you lived here for a long time?" Adam was so ignorant. He didn't know that Satan lived next door.
That's
So
nice.
it's a good thing. Thank you very much, Rachel. And if you want to return back to your training, there is no problem. We'll be very happy. Thank you for actually coming to tell us about your work. We really appreciate
All
it.
right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And so over to you, Esinet. So we go next to this the important section of our talk today, and that's validation crisis. Initially we talked about validation crisis as an important issue, which we brought you in during the lockdown challenge to tell young people about validation crisis and see how young people can change and get to appreciate themselves. And you did an amazing job, such that during the review, when we're receiving the feedback from them, your course was picked. Your course was among the best that they enjoyed. And so I wanted to just say something again about validation crisis and what it is. And so if you're watching us live there, please, can you make some comments if you were part of the lockdown challenge and tell us what you learned about the validation crisis by Esinet Okunrotifa. And then as well, whatever you want to share with us, please drop down your comments and then so let other people learn from you. So over to you, Esinet.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much again, Dr. Edet, for this opportunity. I don't take it for granted at all. The lockdown challenge was amazing for me. I got to meet some amazing people, and I'll just quickly go into it because of time. Validation crisis. It's something that all of us go through. Like you said earlier on, it is not, oh, people suffer from having validation issues at a particular age, and then by the time you're so age, then it stops. Literally, having to deal with validation is a lifelong thing. It's a lifelong thing. That is the first fact. So if you're one of those people that believes, oh, okay, by the time I reach, I leave secondary school or I leave university, I won't have to worry about, having to this feeling of wanting to be accepted, wanting to feel like I mean something or wanting to be relevant, then no, That's it. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It's a lifelong thing. And just like what we're saying with the iPhones that we have today, a lot of people, in fact, I saw this, it was quite funny. It was going around on Instagram recently about a lady. She has this picture. She was like, oh, should I buy a weave on or should I pay my rent? And then someone was like, do you know what? Buy the weave on, at least
Buy
it's
the
still a
weave on.
covering on your head. You know,
can leave the weave on.
you get, and then you sometimes, a lot of us go the extra mile to try and fit into society. Like I said the last time, why do we put ourselves under so much pressure? That's the question you need to ask yourself every time you feel like you want to do something because everyone is doing it, because you want to jump and join the bandwagon that everyone is taking. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this so that people will notice me? Am I doing this so that people can commend me? Or am I doing this because, one, I actually enjoy it? Am I doing this because I actually want to help people? A lot of people today, but I think I'll just stick with the idea of the iPhones. You save up so much money to get a phone. Let me not just say iPhone, get an expensive phone, right? Just because you want to have a picture or selfies where the little app. Let's not even talk about something as big or as expensive as an iPhone. Let's talk about something as simple as bottled water.
Yeah.
Some people will take pure water. They will pour the sachet of pure water inside the bottle. But just because they want to walk around with bottled water and then they're talking to you like, yeah, you know.
Why should we upgrade? We need to upgrade.
Why? Do you understand? Why do you only do that because you feel like, oh, if I drink water from a bottle, then that means I've reached a certain level or status thing. And another thing that has even come up are these face masks. I've noticed these face masks, these ones that it's like they have the screen. Oh, if you have those, people feel like, oh, you've arrived. Like but the truth of I'm trying to say that these face masks are not important, like the screens and all of that. But truthfully speaking, if you really want to keep, you're only buying it because it looks nice in pictures.
Yeah.
It is important to understand to place value on yourself.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. If you cannot place value on yourself, if you do not see yourself as someone that is worth it, you will consistently find yourself trying to meet standards. The truth of the matter is there's always going to be someone that's richer than you. There's always going to be someone that's prettier. There's always going to be someone that's taller, that has smoother skin. It's the truth. And until you learn to accept yourself, you can even fall into depression. And that's what we're seeing with a lot of young people these days. With a lot of people, you fall into depression because, oh, my face is not smooth, and I want my face to be as smooth as Amaka's face. I want to have original Nike shoes like Johnson. Why? You know, so that's it. The real question is, why do you do the things you do? If you find yourself doing things because you want to be seen and you want people to look at you like, oh wow, then that means that probably your self-worth is being fed on external comments. And what I've realized personally, because I'm speaking from a place of experiences, the more you keep trying to let your self-worth be fed from what people are saying to you, there's going to come a point in time where whatever they're saying to you is not going to be enough.
But can I come in there? Can I come in there, Esinet? You talked about a point of acceptance, or we've been speaking from what people fit into was. What do you think would be the possible cause of a self-validation, that we're looking for validation? Could it be a family? Could it be, what is that thing that because everyone was always looking for the cause of the problem. So if we find the problem,
Yeah.
maybe we can try to, nip it in the
Good.
bud and see how to work out of it. At every
Okay.
point in time, at every point in our lives, we come through this place of validation. At work, you see people like outshine you at work. I remember when I started work with the Cross River State government back in Nigeria, I see some of my guys, most of them were driving expensive cars.
Yeah.
And I was just the only guy in a premises that was not coming in a car. So I use public transport. People tell me, come on, you have to buy a car. You need to shoot. And I just returned from the UK. I just completed my master's. People like, just ask me, you don't know whom you are. And so for me, I knew who I was, but I didn't want to use a car to validate my personality. So I don't know whether you have.
That's healthy. And I feel like the truth is, most validation issues start from childhood.
Okay.
Parents push their children. Oh, and they'll say something like, you're not as good as your sister at this. Why can't you be as good as this? And then already you're putting so much pressure on your children. So a lot of us have grown up with this idea that, oh, for me to be accepted, then I have to be as good as. So for parents that are watching this, we need to stop doing that. You need to start allowing your children to grow into themselves.
Yeah.
Stop. I won't say a lot of media, social media has a lot to do with this, especially for our generation. We continuously compare our lives to people. For example, you want to compare your life to let's say Steve Jobs, you just let's say if he was alive now, you want to compare. You don't understand that he went through the process and you want the money, the lifestyle, the private jet, but you've not gone through the process. Steve Jobs. So if you want to, society will consistently keep throwing that at you. For example, I know a lot of ladies, I mean, it's wonderful to have weave-ons. It's wonderful. At a point in my life, I found myself wanting to buy expensive hair because I wanted to look like, to feel among. And I stopped one day and I'm like, you know what, Esinet, your natural hair is beautiful. And now, I rock my hair. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's beautiful.
And so you need to really have
Yeah.
a conversation with yourself, because from social media, it can come from parents, it can come from friends, it can come from even your boss at work is telling you you are not good enough, you are not this. Now, please, I'm not saying we should not aspire to be great.
Yeah.
Do not aspire, do not say, well, me thinking that I want to be like it. It is a difference between aspiring to be great and then having self-worth issues.
Yeah.
If you know who you are, you understand the value that you carry in yourself, it will help you to push. That's a healthy source of energy. That's a healthy fuel to drive you.
Yeah.
So it should be from the fact that I know I carry value. I know I have what it takes to make a turnaround in this country, to make a turnaround in this continent,
Yeah.
and the world at large. So you need to feed yourself, like I mentioned in my class. These are conscious efforts that you make. Conscious efforts. If it means you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror. If it means you pray, thank God. I mean, if you're a Christian, the Bible, God says stuff like, I know the plans I have for you, plans of good and not of evil. And you're reading these things, and I'm like, wow, if the creator of the heavens and the earth can say, I am fearfully and wonderfully made in his image, that for me, that boosts me. That boosts me. So what are you feeding into yourself? What you feed into yourself will determine how far you go.
Yeah.
That's it. If you're feeding in positive vibes about telling yourself how good you are, telling yourself you can do it, and actually working towards it, then you're building a healthy, sense of self-worth for yourself.
Yeah. So Esinet, I'll
So
just sorry,
yeah,
we come in a little, and for parents, because I don't know, maybe parents watching us now. So how do you
mhm.
talk to a child and help a child to aspire? without having to say child A, child B, child C. But I don't know how my dad did it, but I can't remember my dad ever telling me, "You're not like this other child. You go and do this." He treats people individually. But I've also seen myself in situations as leading young people. So sometimes I tell them, "Oh, you're not like A. A is very serious, but you are not that serious. But I want you to be as serious as A in what you are doing, in your studies, in your career, in following up in church. I want you to just see what A is doing and do same." So I'm just wondering if that could lead to kind of validation, a problem in a child, or how do we reframe it in a way to speak with a child in a way that we don't push the child to the extreme of losing self-worth and trying to become B or C or D.
Okay, so what my mom did for me, I'm always very grateful. Like I said, my mom is from Zimbabwe, my dad is from Nigeria. My mom is very open, and my dad is very the traditional Ekiti man. He's a very traditional Ekiti man. And what helped me is that when I made mistakes, my mom didn't focus on the mistakes. She helped me to focus on being more solution oriented. So it's like, okay, so you didn't do so well in your chemistry. Okay, how do you feel you can do? So what are the steps that you can take?
Yeah.
When you start comparing, children can start having complexes. And then also the thing with making them compare is that once they find that they are not meeting the standard of the person that you are putting them, they now start to feel discouraged. They now start to feel, oh, I'm never going to be good enough. But if you let the child focus on themselves, so okay, this is what you're not good at. You're not good at chemistry. Okay, what do you think you can? This is a good effort, but I believe you can do better. That was my mom's tactic. I believe you can do better. Okay, so where did you go wrong? So she was right from my earliest age. She was teaching me problem solving. And my mom is someone who always has a positive thing to say to you. So she commends the little efforts that you're making. I'm not saying don't lie to your kids, but you need to let them understand the problem. See what this is. But I believe that you can do better. Okay, what steps can you do? So you guide your child. You explain these things to your child. Most times African parents feel like once you beat a child, they should get a message. It gets to a point where a child look at you when you're beating them, they'll just be like, yeah, I don't know if this is helping. So don't compare your child to someone else. I'll help your child say, okay, this is what you've done.
Yeah.
You can do better. And then help your child step by step to achieve this. So let's say your child got 4 out of 10 in a test. You got 4. You can do better. Okay, can we try and don't say from 4, go and push them to make 10. No, from 4, try and push them to get 6.
Yeah.
And once they get to 6, oh, great, try and push them to get 8. And once that 8 is there, once they get to that 6, you encourage them, high five your children. Good. Talk to them, encourage them. And believe me, you're creating in your child this sense of, oh, I can do it because I was able to do this and make conscious steps to work towards it. And that's healthy. Instead of creating a standard for your child, because the thing is, once you start on that path of letting them consistently trying to meet this standard, the time they fall or the time they fall short of that, it hurts them. They feel they are not good enough. Yes.
Thank you very much. That's nice. I really appreciate your contribution today to validation crisis. And this is where we'll be running short of time. And this is where we'll come to the end of the validation crisis session. So I don't know, maybe in a second, what summary can you give to everyone out there about validation crisis?
Validation crisis, number 1, is a lifelong thing. Having validation issues is a lifelong thing. When you're 80, you'll be wondering, oh goodness, why are my teeth? Number 1, once you accept that, you're halfway there. Number 2, work on your self-worth. Identify things about you that you love and you can work on. Once you're able to do this, conscious steps working towards that, if it means every single day, every other hour, keep reminding yourself that you can do this and working towards it, then, 90% to, solving your validation issues.
Thank you
Don't
very
feed yourself with negative things. Yes, I think that's
Thank
it.
you very much. I appreciate you coming today. And I hope that some people out there, or myself, have learned a lot from you today. And I believe that parents out there are able to gain a lot as well. And in weeks to come, we will also invite you back again to continue on this talk on validation, because it's a lifelong thing, as you have said. And we believe that every time we should bring it up again and again, over and over, so that people can learn from the lessons that you have given to us today. And so I think to close the meeting today, and we would like to announce the winner of the Mobile Power Challenge design competition. So we've seen a lot of designs. I spend most of my time in the week to look at designs. And so I'm happy to share with you guys the winner of the Mobile Power Challenge today. And the winner is...
Drum roll.
Have to be the drum. I'm the winner of the Mobile Power Challenge. So I think that there is something that we have to observe here. The winner of the Mobile Power Challenge for week two award. Where is the picture? It's not loading now. Okay, let's try again and see if the picture will load for us. Okay, all right, I think it's loaded now. So the winner of the Mobile Power Challenge 2020 for week 2 prize is Charity Bassi. So congratulations, Charity, and
congratulations.
And not just that she won the best design, she had the top engagement. Whenever she drops a design, you see plenty comments and plenty likes follows. Wow. And so for those of you who are wondering how we choose the best, we choose the best by engagement. So if you drop your design and a lot of people like it, lots of people say something about it, they say, oh, wonderful, elegant, and all that, we will also tend to believe that that is the best. Esinet, I hope that's a good way to judge it.
It is. It really is. It really is, because you get honest comments from people. So yeah, it's good. And then having an external person come up also helps.
So this is very fair, fairest way we can use to check the price. And so Charity won the one for last week, the week 1. She won the prize for last week, and she's also winning the prize for this week. And she's got many clients, and a lot of people are following her up and giving her jobs now. If you are surprised, don't be surprised. For this favorite coach, exotic culture, it's a job she did for a client. And she shared it. And I woke up yesterday with a message. Hello, sir. I've just got 2 jobs this morning.
Wow. She's empowered.
She's empowered. Truly.
She's empowered.
And Charity is, I think she's a year 1 or year 2 student. Year 1 student in nursing school in Calabar. She's studying nursing. Ooh. And so she said she wasn't doing anything during the lockdown. And now she's got a skill and something, and she likes it. She says she really loves it. So that's why she spends a lot of time to do a design. She moves from app to app. She said, I asked her how she designed it because I wanted to be sure that she was actually the one that did this. She said she uses different apps to design one design. So each design, she starts picking the bits from one app, and then she transfers them to the second app, or maybe to the third app, and then where she finalizes the whole job. And so that makes it look beautiful. So congratulations, Charity. I wanted to know that we love you, bless you, and we want you to keep on the pace. We want you to work hard, and so that by the time you return to school, you would have saved some money to help your parents studies. Thank you very much. So this is where we will end the broadcast for today. I want to say that we love you, and I always like to end my broadcast with something very interesting. And I want to tell you out there, if you're still out there, you're struggling, you can reach us through testimonials. You have our messages, you can message us. You know our link on Facebook. Join us on Transformation Challenge. Follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and Instagram, and all our social media outlets, and then social media handles, and we will be able to reach you as well. You can also contact me. My name is Edet Otu. So you are saying that we can get that done. We can contact you and also help you to, to get all that you want in time. If you can reach us, if you're struggling with anything, struggling with validation, struggling, you don't know what step to take, you don't know what direction. This program is entirely for young people like you, because we want you to succeed, we want you to make it, and so we're setting up this for you. So in the coming weeks, we'll be telling you titles or areas that we'll be dwelling on, and we do hope that you get the best from us. So if you like the first show of the youth spot, we want you to send us feedback and comment and tell us what we need to do to improve, because this program is solely for you, and we want to be sure that we are giving you the very best. And so I want to say God bless you. And I'm a Christian anyway, so I always like to tell people, look, if you're interested in knowing more about my faith, I want you to contact me, and then we can discuss further. But remember, very important, that God loves you. I always like to talk about God in my show, because I know I cannot do anything without God. When I didn't know God, I was still a stupid boy in the streets. You wouldn't see me here today, trust me. I won't be here doing this program today, helping young people, if I didn't know God. The truth is this, I was in the wrong crowd, obviously in the wrong crowd. We talked about validation today. My own validation wasn't the validation of buying handset. My own validation was becoming tough. I built my muscles to fight anybody that came my way, because I wanted to show everyone that I was tough. And it led me to places. When I was almost lost, God changed my life. And then here am I today. I'm not just useful to myself, I'm useful to other people. And so if you are there, you don't know how to be useful to yourself or to other people, maybe you need God in your life, but you need that change and that transformation that I had that made me who I am today. You can experience. It's not about money. It's not about all the stuff. Money, we all need money, but trust me, the more money you get, the more problem you have.
Yeah.
You will never have enough money to solve all your problems in this life. So be sure that the main thing when I tell to young people about God, they'll be looking at the success. Yeah, even with the midst of all the success, everything that God has done for me, there are still issues I can't solve. I used to sit down in my house and feel stupid sometimes. And I remember one day I was feeling very stupid and anxious in my house. Someone texts me, sent a message to me, says, "I'm really proud of you. Thank you for always helping me." I said, "What is wrong with you in my heart?" So, but despite all these things, I'm always really, really happy that in the presence of God in everything, I always find that solace. I play 2 times to kneel down and pray and say, God. And whenever I kneel down, I say, God, please, I don't understand this thing, but please come and make a way for me. He always made a way for me. And so I want to encourage you to draw closer to God, and God will help you in all your areas of life and give you success. God bless you. Thank you very much, Esinet, for coming, and we do see you on that time. So, Father, thank you for today's meeting. Thank you for everyone that is that tuned in today. Pray that you bless everyone that has watched or is watching or will watch. I pray that everyone that will have contact to the video, their lives will be changed, their lives will be transformed in the name of Jesus. Thank you as you launch into the new week. You give us the best from the week in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Esinet.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care.
Bye. And all our viewers, thank you. Do have a very wonderful week ahead. And God bless you. Bye.
Bye.